Hello everyone, I hope you are in good health while watching this video. Today's article has been taken from the Indian Express newspaper and the title of this editorial is Reworking the Math. Rise in centre's borrowings indicates extent of fiscal stress. Government must present credible fiscal roadmap. Fiscal आप सबको पता है गवर्नमेंट फाइनेंसेस से रिलेटेड होता है. बात हो रही है सेंटर्स बोरोइंग की, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के बोरोइंग की या गवर्नमेंट बोरोइंग की. तो बिफोर गोइंग फर्दर इनटू दिस आर्टिकल वी शुड ऑब्वियसली गेट क्लियर्ड ऑन दिस कॉन्सेप्ट और हैव क्लैरिटी ऑन द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ central government's borrowing or the government borrowing. Call it by any name, government borrowing, government debt, public borrowing, public debt, ये सब एक ही चीज़ें हैं. The domain of knowledge to which this topic belongs to is public finance. अब आपको लग रहा होगा ये सडनली पब्लिक फाइनेंस में कैसे घुस गए. किसी भी स्टेट के 4 रोल होते हैं: टू मेंटेन लॉ एंड ऑर्डर, टू गिव जस्टिस, टू कलेक्ट रेवेन्यू एंड सोशल सर्विस डिलीवरी. किसी भी मॉडर्न स्टेट के 4 एसेंशियल रोल हैं. तो द रेवेन्यू पार्ट इज़ व्हाट ब्रिंग्स अस टू पब्लिक फाइनेंस. ठीक है. इफ वी वांट टू एक्सप्लोर फर्दर we need to know why the government needs to borrow in the first place or what is the purpose of government borrowing. So to fund debt deficit, to meet unexpected expenses like the one that is happening currently or in times of war, to finance economic development, to finance public welfare programs, to tackle inflation. ये सारे कारण हैं जिसकी वजह से किसी भी गवर्नमेंट को बोरोइंग करने की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. Yesterday's article was about fiscal deficit and there we got to know that the difference between the total income and total expenditure of the country need not match, and when there is more expenditure than the income then it leads to a deficit. To fund that deficit, government borrows. Now where does the government borrow from or what are the sources of borrowing? So the first source is starting from the very basic level is rich individual citizens. ठीक है. Next organizations, companies. Next financial institutions like central banks, commercial banks, NBFCs, insurance companies, etc. Going beyond the domestic realm, a country or a government can borrow from other countries or from international financial institutions or IFIs like World Bank, IMF, ADB, etc. Now, when we classify all these sources into broad categories, we can come with 2 such categories, namely internal debt and external debt, or internal borrowing or external borrowing. Borrowing from their own citizens is internal debt. This is done via government bonds or long-term credit instruments. Government bonds are also called G-Secs or treasury bills. External debt, on the other hand, is borrowing from other countries or IFIs or international financial institutions. This kind of borrowing is repaid in foreign currency or gold. So this is what you needed to know about government borrowing before moving forward. So let's jump back to the article that we were reading about. Last Friday, the central government announced its revised borrowing calendar for the financial year 2020-21. ठीक है. It pegs the centre's borrowings at rupees 12 lakh crores. Up from the earlier budget estimate of rupees 7.8 lakh crores. ठीक है. 7.8 lakh crores का earlier budgetary estimate था for borrowing. That has been pegged now to 12 lakh crores. To peg is to fix a value, to fix an amount. This sharp rise in the government's borrowing does not come as a surprise. With economic activity collapsing, the government revenue is expected to plunge. Maintaining expenditure at the budgeted levels will itself require a significant increase in borrowings. ठीक है. इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी जो है वो कोलैप्स कर गई है. गवर्नमेंट रेवेन्यूज जो हैं वो बिल्कुल गिर गए हैं, प्लंज कर गए हैं. इस हालत में टू मेंटेन योर एक्सपेंडिचर्स एज प्लान्ड इन द बजट, द गवर्नमेंट विल नीड टू बोरो मोर. ठीक है. सो ऑलरेडी दे हैड प्लान्ड इन द बजट टू बोरो 7.8 lakh crore rupees. That has now been upgraded or fixed at a higher value of 12 lakh crore rupees. The centre has not clearly spelled out whether these additional borrowings are meant for plugging its revenue gap and or to fund its relief or stimulus package. अभी तक गवर्नमेंट ने ये नहीं बताया, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने ये नहीं बताया, इसको क्लियरली नहीं डिस्क्लोज किया कि द बोरोइंग दैट यू आर गोइंग टू कंसिडर, द 12 lakh crore rupees that you are going to borrow from various sources, what will you do with that additional money? Will it be used to plug the revenue gap? To plug a gap is to basically fill the gap or to close the loopholes, okay, or to close the gap. So will that be used to cover up the fiscal deficit that the government has came to calculate? Yesterday we were discussing it will be something around 5.5%. The government wants to keep it to the range of 5.5% of GDP. So are you going to use that money, that borrowing, to plug the gap or to fill the gap of that deficit, or will that borrowing be used to fund the relief or stimulus packages? Central government finances were under pressure even before the COVID pandemic. In its latest budget, it had projected gross tax collections to grow by 12% as compared to the revised estimates to touch rupees 24.23 lakh crores in 2021, up from 4% in 1920. ठीक है, 2019-20 फाइनेंशियल ईयर के रिवाइज एस्टिमेट्स में पता चला था कि द टैक्स रेवेन्यूज ग्रू बाय 4%. दिस ईयर दे हैड टारगेटेड अ 12% इंक्रीज, which did not happen obviously. ठीक है, and since that did not happen, the government finances were already in the under pressure. But with sluggish economic growth or slow economic growth and concerns over whether the government will be able to achieve even the revised revenue target of 2019-20, these projections were optimistic to say the least. ठीक है, 12% का over ambitious target set करना in such a scenario is being over optimistic. Now with the sharp deceleration in economic activity and a quick broad-based recovery unlikely in the near term, the centre will miss not only its direct and indirect tax targets this year, but will find it difficult to meet even its disinvestment goal of rupees 2.1 lakh crore. ठीक है, 2.1 लाख करोड़ गवर्नमेंट ने प्लान किया था या डिसाइड किया था कि वो डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट के द्वारा कमाएगी. डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट इज बेसिकली सेलिंग ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ओन्ड और सेंट्रल और पब्लिक ओन्ड इंस्टीट्यूशंस और यूटिलिटीज़. लाइक कोई गवर्नमेंट कंपनी है जिसको कि आप बेच कर उसको प्राइवेट एंटिटी बनाकर उससे कुछ पैसे कमाना चाहते हैं, दैट इज डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट. ठीक है, even state governments likely to increase their borrowings this year, markets will be apprehensive of the scale of the general government borrowing program. ठीक है, even state governments will have to borrow. Every state has undergone stress financially because there has been considerable loss of revenue. तो एक तो उनको खुद की भी borrowing का ख्याल रखना है. They will have to increase their borrowings. At the same time, they will be closely watching to what extent the central government also borrows, because that will also affect their own state's borrowing. So that is why the statement has been written. With even state governments likely to increase their borrowings this year, markets will be apprehensive of the scale of the general government borrowing program. The 10-year bond yield rose as much as 27 basis points to 6.24% on Monday in reaction to the revised borrowing calendar, ending the day at 6.16%. This is the rate of interest that any individual or any organization who purchases a government bond will get. So as soon as this news came out that government will be borrowing more and hence more government bonds will be released in the market, the value went up to 6.24%. That was a 27 basis points increase, and it settled at 6.16% for that day. The focus will now shift to the RBI and whether it announces an expansion of its open market operations this year. Kyunki government is going to borrow more, obviously more government bonds will be floated in the market. Who will float it on behalf, or who will transact on behalf of the central government? RBI, or the central bank of a country. Now all the ears will be towards RBI since government has already announced that it is going to increase its borrowing. ठीक है, now everybody will be looking for RBI's notification, RBI's announcement whether or when are they going to expand their open market operations. Open market operations or OMOs are the mechanism by which any central bank sells or buys government securities or treasury bills in order to maintain the flow of money in the economy. Okay? The data so far shows that the RBI has net purchased around rupees 1 lakh crore of bonds this financial year. Already 1 lakh crore रुपए के government bonds RBI ने खरीदे हैं in order to fund the government or to give loans to the government or various other means of funding to the central government. So already this much has been done. People are now waiting for further announcements by the RBI after the government has already announced that it will increase its borrowing. Given the magnitude of the changes in the budget projections this year, the center as well as state governments would do well to rework their budget math. ठीक है, अभी आपने जो कुछ भी प्लान किया था, जो कुछ भी बजट में कैलकुलेशंस किए थे, everything has gone haywire. You need to relook that budget. You need to do the math again. A restatement of their budgets would help provide clarity on the state of their finances. ठीक है, you need to revise the budget and present a new budget or make at least a new budget, although don't announce it, but let people know that these are the changes and this is the state of finances. This is the condition of the finances currently in the hands of the government. Further, the center needs to present a medium-term fiscal roadmap laying out in detail how it expects economic activity to shape up, how it plans to support the economy during this period, as well as a clear path of exiting from the use of any unconventional policies that may be adopted during this period. तो ये कुछ सजेशंस हैं, ये कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो गवर्नमेंट को करनी चाहिए. पहला लिखा हुआ है सेंटर नीड्स टू प्रेजेंट अ मीडियम टर्म फिस्कल रोड मैप. अभी मीडियम टर्म में owing to the current situation, the current crisis, in the medium term, what fiscal planning do you have? How do you plan to spend government revenue or the government finances? This should be clearly spelled out. Second, laying out in detail how it expects economic activity to shape up. What kind of economic activity, which industries you want to start running up, and which industries you want, or which sector of the economy you want to start its engine and start producing for the economy, exporting, producing, whatever it is. This should be spelled out in detail. How it plans to support the economy during this period. What kind of fiscal stimulus is the government going to? Let there be information in the people's mind so that they are confident that something certainly is going to happen in positive or any other way, so that they are certain about the future, and that will obviously attract investment, as well as clear path for exiting from end use of any unconventional policies. बहुत सारे unconventional policies या कि new policies that have not been widely used or any time in past, they are being used now to get over this crisis. So how will you exit from all those innovative and new steps that you have taken? All these should be clearly spelled out to the public, to the economy, to the industrialists, to every person in the country. Such a credible framework would help alleviate concerns. To alleviate is to remove. ठीक है, तो whatever concerns are there in the minds of the economy, of the people in the economy, these concerns need to be removed, and a framework, a credible framework, a framework which is credible, which is trustworthy, which seems to be working, needs to be told and showed to the people. A direction should be given to the people that this is how you will work your way out of this crisis situation, or this is how the economy is going to perform and regain its strength and be resilient, show resilience. This should be clearly spelled out. Only then will the people working in the economy be certain of any particular direction, and that will boost their spirits for working for the economy. So this is what today's article was about. It talked about the government borrowing news that said that the government is going to increase its borrowing to 12%, and what effects it is going to have and how it should be handled. All this was mentioned in today's article. So thank you for watching. I will put up some questions in the description box so that you can answer and have some more clarity and understanding into this topic. Stay in and stay safe. This is me signing off for today.